Hello, everybody. What are y'all doing on this snowy, rainy Friday night? Sorry we're an hour late. We've just been dealing with homesteading issues today. There we are. Oops, I gotta turn my volume down. I'll be right back, guys. Miss Red's in the house.
Well, howdy, howdy.
Miss Joy's in the house. Says good evening.
Howdy.
Red and Joy said the same thing. Red just shouted it. Joy didn't.
Howdy,
Max is in the house.
howdy, buddy.
Max says, I can't stay. Just wanted to say hi. Well, we appreciate it, buddy.
Yes,
Have you
thank
got to
you.
do your giveaway yet?
Yeah,
Yellow
I ain't been
House on
over
the
and checked
Hill
now.
says, hey. Yeah, we hadn't had a chance to watch much YouTube lately.
Yep.
I had to get my fix of Lazy Acres tonight, Red said, LOL. Well, we almost didn't get to go live tonight. It's been one of them days.
I have just literally been back in the house 10 minutes,
Well,
maybe.
yeah, you come in and eat and then we had to go
No, I
back
just went
out.
back out and just come back
Yeah.
in.
Miss Paula Wells says you must not be in live chat mode or I'm invisible and don't know it. Well, you just come up then, Paula, but that's the
Yep.
first time I've seen you come up. Shaky says too much yoga, LOL.
What are you talking about? I just got in the house. I've been down on the backside of the farm all day.
Stevie Outdoorsman says hello, everybody.
Howdy.
It's just been a rough day. Our little goat had her babies, and she's not in the same cycle as the other goats.
We
She didn't
didn't
get
know.
pregnant with them the last time, and Laverne did. Her and Laverne are pretty much the same age. Laverne's the one that had Pebbles. And Shirley never got pregnant. Then she started showing signs of being pregnant. And we have no idea when she got pregnant because it wasn't the same time the other ones did. So she had two babies today. And
Two little girls, but one of them must have been difficult or something, oxygen deprived or something, and it's not doing good. And I've been holding a baby goat about all day. Yeah, about all day.
she was actually already stiff whenever
Hmm.
we got her out. We brought her up here. She's in the bathroom. She's warm. She's doing a lot better than she was, but she's still not doing good. She's still not wanting to. We're having to syringe feed her,
Yeah,
her
having to drop it in
colostrum,
her mouth, and
and let her give her time to swallow. But
I've
she's
been.
yelled at Glenn a bunch this evening.
Yeah, that's a big improvement in what she was when I got her out of
Yep, she'll be
the thing
just
down there and brought her in.
she'll just be sitting in there and she'll go.
But that's one of the reasons I think there's a problem with her. That's the reason that Mama didn't
I
take
mean,
her.
Shirley wouldn't have nothing to do with either one of them. Whenever we got
Well,
down
I think
there,
she had the other one because the other one was pretty stout.
well, I know she was.
And
Yeah, she was acting like she's good and
uh,
stout, but you could tell they hadn't been born long.
no, they hadn't been born too long. I mean, you could tell she had licked them dry. She had cleaned them up.
But she still had residue on her.
Yeah,
So,
I don't
it
think.
hadn't been very long at
Yeah,
all.
I,
But,
I don't think she was able to get up.
yep. So it's just being.
Cause I didn't know nothing about it till later this season. Well, yeah, I got to hearing one blatant and everything, and I'm like, what in the world, And I looked around and seen all of them out there, but didn't see no babies. And I kept messing around there doing whatever it was I was doing, fixing that water trough and stuff. And I kept hearing them. And I got to looking up through there at the things I got for them to get in out of the weather. and that one stood up. And I'm like, uh-oh.
And then whenever we went back down there to feed her after all this, the baby goat was in the hay feeder.
No, beside of it.
Oh, beside it, I thought she
Yeah,
was
she's
in
laying right
it.
up beside of it and just crying her heart out.
Yeah, and she could get up and walk. I thought she was actually, it was right at the edge of dark, and I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see anyway. But I knew she was in that direction, and I thought the way Glenn was standing and everything that she was in the hay feeder. And I hadn't even got a chance to ask her. Um,
Ask her what.
I'm sorry, ask you. Lila's in the house and
Well,
she
howdy.
says, "Hey guys, I can't stay either. I'm extremely exhausted.
I know that
Looking
feeling.
for prayers for my son. His unit is guarding the Capitol in D.C. Honey, we will sure be praying for him."
Yep.
And Red, I don't know if the baby's going to be okay or not. The one's doing really good, but the other one,
Yeah, I just went back down there and checked on it before we went live.
yep, because it's actually snowing and raining. We've got them houses down there that they can go in, but you know, we just when we got babies, we always want to check on them, and
I'll
so
probably go back after we get off of here, and then I'll probably get up a time or two tonight and go check on her.
yeah. But the other one, it's too early to tell, but I'm telling you, she's really, really bad. So I don't know. It'll be a miracle if she makes it through because she's just so weak and just acts like she's just. I mean, we've got her warm and she's not stiff no more. She's moving. She's moving her head. She's moving her legs and stuff, but she can't even sit up and
Yeah,
she
we
can't suck.
when I found them, I run back up here and got a blanket and took down there, wrapped her, laid her out there in the Arctic cat, wrapped her up, and she was so cold. I told her, I said, we're just gonna take her on to the house before she can get warm. Brought her in here, and then I got thinking it's gonna take her a long time, so I got my heating pad and laid it under the stuff and got it her bed good and warm that I was gonna lay her on, and
Yeah, Red, she's in the house. She's
yeah.
in the bathroom. The baby kittens is in there with her, and they done been licking her on the head and snuggling up to her. It's really cute.
Well, howdy, Papa Rock.
Yep, Papa Rock says, "Hi, Mom and Dad. Love y'all, and please hit the like button."
Get 'em, Pop.
Stevie, she's not had any milk from her mama, but we've got goat
Not that we
colostrum.
know
Yeah,
of, but
not that we've not seen her, and I'm telling you, as bad as she was when we got
I
down
doubt if
there,
she has.
but we got goat colostrum, and we've been feeding her about every hour. We have when we went to do the feeding and stuff, we rushed through the feeding, and it was about an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes. But they suggest you feed them every 4 hours, but she was just so weak and
Well,
not
she ain't
eating
drinking that
much.
much anyway, so I need to try to do her at least every hour right now.
Yep. And Susan, we got nipples that we can put on like
Drink bottles
yeah,
or
like
something.
these bottles or something. But she's so weak, she can't suck a bottle. So that's
Mm-mm.
the reason we've been using a syringe, no needle or nothing, but we just been shooting a little bit of milk in her mouth and letting her swallow it on her own. So
It's
we've
more
been
like a
trying.
dripper.
Yeah. But yeah, whenever all of the goats was getting ready to have babies, we went ahead and bought a bag of goat colostrum powder to have on hand because you can't never tell. They may reject them. They
They
have
may
three,
fall
they might
over.
not. Yeah, and they may fall over during birth. So we try to keep stuff like that here so we're ready for anything. And
Yeah, 'cause in the middle of the night it's hard to find a store open.
you know, so out of all the things we forget or struggle with, we try to do that one halfway right.
Oh, well, that's sometimes you don't have very long a big of a window there to get things done there.
Yep, and I mean that's just like with the cows. We always keep
Calcium.
calcium, the in the tube.
The gel type,
Yep. And then we also got the other
the
that you can
liquid
give it to them intra.
through the vein.
Yeah. We always keep that on hand, and that away.
And I hate doing that through the vein because you can blow a cow's heart up in a split second, they say.
Yep. But I'm telling you, that stuff is a miracle stuff. Cause Chickadee got down one time, and I'm telling you, her eyes was swelled, her side was swelled, her face was swelled.
Oh,
I mean, her eyes had done
her
started glazing over.
her udder looked like that it was getting ready to split. She was swelling so bad.
And I'm telling you, we put that in and started, and there was no instructions. There
Yeah, I had a
is
boy.
no instructions for that stuff. And this was the first time we'd ever had to use it. Glenn was nervous. We knew she
Yeah,
was dying, and we knew if we didn't do something very quick, she was going to be gone.
I called
So,
I called the boy that had done it a lot. He owns it, had a dairy at the time, and he told me, he said, "You gonna have to do it." He said, "I ain't got time to get down there." He said, "She'll be gone before I can get there."
once they
I
go
said, "Can't
down,
you hurry?" And he said, "No, you gonna have to do this." I said, "I don't know how." Good thing he was on the phone telling us how to do it. But I always say if that poor old cow seen my hand is shaking as I was going towards her with that needle, because under I don't know if any of you ever been around a milk cow, you'll notice underneath their belly there's a big vein running down through there. It's called the milk vein. It's what carries the blood through the udder and everything. And you got to go into that vein or either into the neck in the jugular vein. And that under there was easier to see.
yep. So we went into it, but I'm telling you that the needle and stuff's not put together. The little you got
Yeah,
to
you
put the
got
needle in the bottle and the little,
to
yeah, tube thing all together, and there was no instructions, and it did not go the way it looked like it ought to
uh-uh.
go.
And then you got to take the whole cap off the top of the bottle because you don't have enough.
I was so nervous. I was trying to look it up on YouTube. You couldn't find nothing on YouTube about how to get it to go together. Glee says, "Give it here. I got to do something. She's dying." So he just slapped it together, looked at it, said, "I hope this is right." Stuck it in there, and I held it up. And I'm telling you, you could sit there and watch that cow, the swelling just go down. I mean, not that fast, but I mean,
I don't know. After she belched, it went down pretty fast.
and they said, she would start belting. And if she started belting, then you knew she was going to be okay. And she let a big belt, and it took us a while to get her
Yeah, I
up.
called somebody after that. I asked them, said, how long do you need to let them lay here before you get them up? And they said, well, they ought to be up in just a matter of minutes after you get that in them. I'm like, nah, I put that in her about an hour and a half ago, and she's still laying here. And they said, well, you need to get her up. So
Yeah.
I pulled, I pushed, I got on her like I was going to ride and everything else, and she just laid there. And I didn't have one of them cattle probes, so I took me a piece of wire and hooked it on the electric fence and plugged it up and reached down there and tapped her with it a time or two, and she come up.
Exactly. And Papa Rock, we had a goat to give birth to two little girl goats today, and she's not in cycle with the other goats, so we didn't know when she was going to have it. We've been checking her, but today she decided she'd have them, and one of them's not doing good. But Stevie said, "Can you give goats red cell? Isn't that like a vitamin steroid for horses?" I've never heard of red cell. Have you?
Yeah, we used to give it to the horses. Remember that big gallon jug I bought? Had the horseshoe on it.
That's been a long time ago. Very, very long time
I'm
ago.
pretty sure that's what he's talking about. I'm pretty sure it was red cell.
At least 30 years
But
ago.
I'm not sure on that. The I know you can give them the multi B vitamins like you do a cow and stuff, but I'm not sure on that.
I just,
But she's so small, and like I said, I'm afraid that something happened during birth or something,
or
and
something, because I'm telling you, she's just really weak. I
yeah,
just hope she don't suffer, or either she gets better. I mean, but she's just really so weak. I just don't. I just don't see how she's gonna pull through it. I mean, she can barely hold her head up a little. I mean, like I said, when she's laying down, she can move her legs and, kick and all that good stuff. And she can hold her head up like this, and then it'll just shortly
Mhm.
after it'll fall, back
Yeah,
forward.
she ain't got hardly any strength. But like I said, whatever it was, she got cold in a hurry.
Yep.
That's the reason I think there was something went wrong beforehand, cause the other one was still warm and everything, but this one was cold, and you could tell that it hadn't been. I'm gonna say it was less than 2 hours.
Yeah, I started to say around the hour, a little over.
That's why I went ahead and said 2 hours. I mean, just
But
but
these was her first,
yeah, this is her first babies, and she
so
may have not have known exactly how to start taking care of them off the start, and it might have been the first one born, and she didn't pay no attention to it, and then
and
till
I'm
she had the second one. I mean, there's a lot of different
and
things.
I mean, she did have them in the house,
Yeah,
in their goat houses that we got down there for them. I mean, she had them. She had enough about her to go in there and have them. I mean,
mm,
because
it was.
that's
I
one
figure
reason
it
we
was.
wasn't down there. Because usually we're out by that time of day, but it's been raining.
I sort of say. I figure it was probably during that pour down. It's probably when she had it.
Yep. And
But it just it's things that happens. I
I mean,
mean,
it was just one of the scenarios to where we wasn't sure when she got pregnant because La- her and Laverne, like I said, we got both of them at the same time. And Laverne done had a baby, and you could tell Shirley wasn't pregnant. And I done told Glenn, I don't know if she's gonna be able to have a baby or not because Laverne's done pregnant and getting ready to have one, and she's not even pregnant. And she just decided she's
well,
gonna be a
Laverne
late
actually
bloomer.
got bred a little early. She was bred when we got her, I think.
I don't know. All I know, she looks just like her grandma.
Hmm.
She's a little lighter than Rosebud, but when she was little, she looked just like her grandma. So I don't know.
Oh my
But I
baby.
know these two, you could tell they were Billies because one of them,
Well, they was.
yeah,
We've had her
yeah,
for over a year,
yeah.
or right at a year.
I'm sorry, I was thinking about Laverne,
Oh,
but the one that's the sickest, she's solid white like ice, and ice was.
well, she's more of a tan than what ice was, tannish
Yeah,
and grayish, but she's still real light in color.
yep. Karen says, "Hello, April and Glenn. I just got here. So,
Well,
hello, Miss
howdy.
Karen Cox. Hope you're having a good Friday."
Yep.
And red goats carry their young for 5 months. So, gosh, my eyes itching like crazy. I'm sorry, guys.
So she must have got bred in August.
You didn't have a birthday celebration, did you?
Not that I remember. Billy might have for me.
Yeah, he's saying happy birthday, Glenn.
Mm,
Oh me.
but it would probably been more like the middle of August, since this is middle of January, I think.
Yeah, we've been giving them minerals. We've been getting them mineral tubs. We've been giving them dry
That's
minerals.
protein tubs.
Oh, protein tubs. Been giving them dry minerals. They get hay and feed, and we've got some probiotic treats and probiotic mix that's also minerals in it that we've been mixing everything with. He said, Papa Rock said you may need to keep treating until the iron levels are high enough again. Because while
I
their
don't.
iron levels are down, they easily can get parasites, and that makes for a vicious cycle.
Yeah. When we first got them and everything, we was having a little bout with them, trying to get them settled out on the worming and everything, but after I got them settled out and got them down here in the pasture and stuff, I don't think I've had no problem with them, with the worms, because they're they ain't looking like they was before. They'd get to looking a little bad and not acting good, and these right now they're wide open.
Hello,
They're bouncing
Sherry.
off the wall most evenings when I go down there.
Yeah, ever since this summer where we've been just letting them go and eat what they want to eat and clean up all the stuff, the goats are looking good. I mean, they really are just bouncing and playing. I mean, they really are looking good. So I don't think they've got any mineral or vitamin. Because even,
Parasites.
yeah, because even to their tails, I know with copper, their tails will get frayed. And all their tails is just good and smooth. Their hair's soft and not wiry. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can tell by feeling of them. If just petting them, you can tell if they're wormy or parasitic, acidic, whatever.
I know down there today when I was in there trying to
You're right, Papa Rock. It is.
get that one over there with the mama, and I was trying to hold the mama. The rest of them was rearing up on me, biting me in the legs.
Yep. Night, Sherry. Love you. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. We appreciate it, girlfriend.
And then
Have a good night's sleep.
one of them where I was bent over there holding the Shirley and holding the baby, or getting pushing the baby up under him, got the butting me in the butt.
Yeah.
Well, I actually just walked up there and started pushing. He didn't butt. He just started pushing me.
And Red said the boys was wanting two goats since they'd seen ours, and she said, I don't think we're ready for them. Goats is something I'd wanted for a long time. And what did I keep telling you? Everybody says they're so hard to take care of. They're so hard to take care of.
Well, the mainest thing that I've learned, and I've done a lot of research, watching a lot of videos and doing a lot of
We did.
research and everything before I'd ever agreed to it, because I knew nothing. And the biggest thing is, if you've got an area where you can keep them moved around all the time to give the areas time to heal, the parasites get gone and everything. But if you put a goat in a small lot and just leave it there all the time, you better be looking out for getting wormy and everything all the time.
Yep. And even Miracle Farm does the same thing, and they don't worm the goats or
Yeah,
nothing. It's just
if you kind of give them the way God intended for them to be out in the nature more, they'll pick up stuff out of the ground and stuff that they really need to take care of themselves. They'll know more about what they need than we can figure out.
exactly they do.
That's just like with my cows and stuff. I do not believe in sticking needles in animals until they have to have it.
Nope.
Now I don't go out there giving them shots all the time. If they start looking bad, I'll start trying to figure out what's going on, what they need, and then that's what I give them. But
But most of the time with animals, God give them sense enough to take care of their own self. And as
yeah,
long
they
as
got
you give them room enough to do that,
that's like that old saying, ain't it?
what?
Uh, how was that? They used to say that about
Oh,
the
Tom.
sense that God gave a goat.
Yeah, you ain't got sense. God give a Billy Goat.
Yeah,
Well,
but the
that ain't
bad part,
true
yeah,
because
because they got a whole lot more sense than people give them credit for.
exactly,
Most of them got more sense than I do when it comes to what they need.
exactly. Hidden Pines Homestead's in the house.
Well, howdy.
And Sue says, me and Shiloh love our goats. Goats are awesome. I absolutely love our goats. I wish we'd got them a lot sooner. I really
I
do.
wanted some when I was a kid, but back then people just, goats wasn't no good for nothing.
Oh, that's good, Red.
And then she got, for I never did have none when I was a kid, never was around none or anything. I just got to hearing all these other people talk about it, and I got scared of trying because I thought it was, a whole lot worse.
Thank you, Hidden Pines. Hidden Pines says, good talk tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And
Yeah.
Jones Family Town Container Garden says, hello, everybody.
Howdy.
Keto Homestead with Jess, hello.
Howdy.
Oh, and Tony said you look tired.
I am give slap out.
But it really ain't from yoga.
No,
he was honestly he was taking care of the baby goats and the mama and
yeah,
I
she's
knew it
been
wasn't
mean
going to
about it,
be.
huh?
Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be long before we needed to feed the baby goat in here. So that's the reason. And I still hadn't got to eat. I done fed him. And
You
oh
didn't feed me.
yeah,
I had to feed myself.
no, but I cooked it for you.
Uh,
But y'all, guess what? Glenn got his sugar down today. It was what?
144.
Yes. So.
It been being 200, over 200 at the first of the week. And
And
then I got it down to 160 for 2 days, and everybody told me that it would probably take me another week to get it down below 160.
yep. But
And this morning it was 144.
but
Probably be 200 again in the morning.
don't say that.
Well, I ate that yogurt.
Everybody says, "Yay, congrats, Glenn." But
Thank you.
we've actually been doing. He ain't had other than his yogurt today. He ain't had no carbs in 5 days. And 2 days before that, his sugar that morning he checked it and it's like 165, 75, 175.
One morning was 167, and the next morning was 164.
No, that one morning it was 175, and then the next morning it was 215, and I was like,
No,
I don't understand. Well, what was it?
that was that night before. It was two something that morning, and I checked it that night because I was feeling funny, and it was 174, and then the next morning it was back up to 215
And I was
or
like,
two something. It
it's
wasn't two.
215.
Uh,
And I was like, I don't understand that because you ain't had no carbs. Why is your sugar going up? And then come to find out he had got the peanut butter. Why? I know the peanut butter's good for me. I said, no, it ain't.
I swear I thought that thing that woman said peanut butter was a free food.
No.
I was like, no, it ain't. It costs me to buy it.
Whenever his blood sugar would drop way low, I give him it fell peanut butter jelly sandwiches. And I reckon he thought since it was, give to him for his sugar, it was okay for him to
Well,
have
I
it,
know
but
people always talked about peanut butter was a good protein source.
it is, but it's also got
Well,
sugar in
it's
it.
pretty darn good, all I can tell you.
Yeah, unless you make your own.
Okay.
Miss Desiree's in the house.
Well,
Hello,
howdy.
Desiree. I
How you
missed you
been?
coming in. I'm sorry, honey. I did. I missed it. Sue says, good job, Glenn. Keto says, woohoo, good job.
I
I'm proud of him.
It ain't been too bad to today, and really tonight. And somebody got offered me ice cream and everything else earlier. And
Yeah, Tony and Chris, y'all was killing him. He's like, I want something sweet so bad. And then Tony and Chris talking about ice cream and chocolate.
uh,
Told him, I said, stay strong, stay strong. And he was in here and I said, what are you doing?
told her I said I'm getting me some ice cream, which wasn't ice cream, but I got the yogurt out and ate just a little bit of it. And I said maybe that'll kill my craving.
Yep. Thank you, Desiree. Because we've been talking pretty hard since we got on here, and I missed some people, and I know I did. Keto says, Lazy Acres Homestead, you can buy peanut butter without sugar at Walmart. Shaky said he puts powdered peanut butter in his protein drinks.
Powdered peanut butter. Okay. I hadn't heard of that.
We're going to have to start looking for some stuff.
Yeah.
Red Ruby Sky,
Well,
hello.
howdy.
Nice to have you in here.
Yes.
I don't think you've been in here before, have you? Sue said, "Shaky, how does the powdered peanut butter taste?" Someone told me it was terrible.
That's what I was sitting here thinking. That just don't sound like it would be that good.
That's like powdered milk, or even whenever we had was having to mix milk for the baby goats, not baby goats, baby calves. That stuff just. Now he got this stuff. What was that stuff? It smelled like vanilla. That was so good, and I said, "Gosh, I could eat that whole bag full." Electrolyte stuff, wasn't it?
No, it didn't smell like vanilla. It smelled more like oh shoot, that orange stuff. Tang.
Creamsicle, wasn't it? But see, I smelled
Well, yeah.
vanilla, but you could smell
Oh, I
creamsicle
know
in
what
it
you talking
too.
about now. You talking about
Yeah,
that stuff I got for the cows over there, at Randy's. The grazing minerals. That
that, but
smelled
we'd
so
give
good.
this to the baby calves, and you could open it. It was in a bag that had full or something on the inside so it would stay dry. I'm thinking it was electrolytes, but you could open that bag up and it would just, Lord, my mouth would water.
Now, one of them types of powder milk I got that time had.
It wasn't powdered milk. I think it was for stuff to give them for whenever they was scaring to help keep their.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now. I can't remember what it was.
You could get it in the bucket or that bag, and it was like $80 for a small bag.
Well, that was them electrolytes.
Uh huh.
I don't know. I thought it always smelled like orange to me.
All I know is it smelled good.
Well, howdy, howdy, JC.
Hello, Junior. We just got off the phone with your daddy just a few minutes ago. I gotta call him back. Everybody say hello to Alan. He's out working tonight. Red said, Lazy Acres Homestead, I'm suffering from chicken math. Our flock will be growing to 22 this summer.
I hear you. It get it gets addictive, don't it?
Tony, we ain't seen it either, but I'll sure be looking for low carb or either no sugar peanut butter, because if it tastes anything like peanut butter, Glenn loves peanut butter, and that's probably one reason why his sugar was so high. See, it got to where he was eating that stuff every day.
Well, I thought it was a free food.
Nope. But Red Ruby says, "Well, I don't think I have." Well, we're just so glad you stopped in and checked us out,
Yeah,
and hopefully you'll come back.
yeah. If you like us, hit that little button down there. Hit the notification button so you know that when we're back on.
Shaky said it was actually good. He thought it was called PE2. But Junior, we love you. Tell your mama we said hey and love her.
I think I remember seeing that somewhere. That
Hmm.
sounds familiar.
And Jess said it was a blue label called 100% peanuts. Red said, I always thought peanut butter was good for diabetes or diabetic. If you'll read on it, it's actually got fructose in it. And anything with fructose or especially fructose. Because when they get adding that stuff in there or corn syrup, it kills diabetics. I mean, it really does.
I guess they say you learn something new every day.
She said, wait, yes, I have been, but it's been a while. And she said, hello anyway. I love your picture. That's pretty.
Well, now I can tell you from my experience, I can't remember stuff good anymore. Sometimes I'm afraid I'm gonna forget who I am. But
Yeah, I told him before I couldn't let him go to Walmart by himself because I was afraid he wouldn't find his way back. Red said my sugar was 119 this morning. I nearly jumped and ran out of excitement. Well, it makes you feel like that, even though you really can't.
uh-huh.
You can feel out. But whenever your
Yeah, you'll
sugar's
be going
doing
around the
good,
curves doing a burnout.
saying, yoo-hoo! Stevie says powdered milk for cows smells like vanilla, and it smells like the protein I used to drink for lifting weights. Red Ruby, I think I remember you being subscribed.
Okay.
But I do. I love your picture.
Well, we appreciate you being subscribed to us before.
Exactly. And we really do appreciate it. But
Since you mentioned it, I do think I
we
remember
was
that.
talking about it one day. I remember
Yeah.
it. I mean, we was sitting there because I was talking about your channel name or the name that you go by on here, and I was like, I really like that. Mrs. Yellow House says, "Hey y'all,
Well,
hello,
howdy.
Miss Chris. I'm so glad you got Glenn." Glenn was sitting there because he come in to eat, and he was sitting there whenever you said that. That was just funny.
Yeah, I went blank there for a second. Couldn't come up with a comeback.
Nobody makes him shut up, and you know that. But you got him tonight, girlfriend. And Jess told me I was right. Oh gosh. Red said hers was 3:04 the morning before. Red.
Now, as far as I know, mine ain't been that bad.
You know, I actually knew this girl for a long time before she come to work at Wendy's. But poor old Annie, her blood sugar would run in the 800s. And I would tell her, and she would come to work. And I was like, Annie, I don't see how in the world. Because I know with him, you know, how he gets whenever he's like that. And I just don't understand.
Hey, Jess, I actually got some. I got celery sticks in the refrigerator, and I got a big old jar of peanut butter in yonder that I told her to take and hide today. But she's leaving it sitting out to intimidate me, you know.
Yellow House said carbohydrate 20 grams of carbs, 13% of calories, 6 which are fiber, protein 25 grams of protein, 15% of calories. Well, I don't know if he's talking about peanut butter or the PB2.
I don't know.
In PB2 is what he said.
The whole thing I say is I ain't had no bread, I ain't had no taters.
He really hadn't. Can
I
you
ain't hardly
see him
had
stressing?
anything.
You know, Jace, Junior, tell Kim that we have eat those fried relishes. Those things are so good. I could eat them things every day.
I couldn't. I mean, they ain't bad.
I think
But
they are delicious.
when you get hungry and you ain't got nothing, can't have nothing else, they a little better then, I guess.
Yeah, they sort of remind me of fried cabbage. Because you don't.
The first time you fixed them did. This time they did.
Well, they still had that sweet taste.
I had a sweet taste, but it didn't taste like cabbage this time. I don't know what you done to them first wrong or what you done wrong this time, but you know.
Oh, so I got to do something wrong for them to taste different. It can't just be because the radishes taste different or they're different radishes.
Most time it's
Uh
the
huh.
prepper that you tell me
Uh
when
huh.
things happens out here, you tell it to me, but it's my fault. But I done it wrong.
Everybody's saying they're proud of you. He's actually lost weight too. So
4 pounds, but that don't count.
good
I'll gain
night,
it back in
Junior.
the
We
morning.
love you. And Jess says she's cheering you on. Every morning I wait till I hear that blame sugar thing say, and
Yeah.
your
She,
glucose reading is.
she laying there
I'll give
this
him a
morning just
high five.
snoring like crazy, and that thing went off, and I heard her or seen her hand come up beside my head. I thought she was trying to smack me. I was like, darn, I was done good, and you gonna hit me.
No, it's giving me high five.
Uh-huh.
Miss Sue, he hates sweet potatoes.
Yep.
And you're right. That's what the doctor told Glenn to do was eat the sweet potatoes, but he does not like sweet potatoes. He don't.
Now I can handle some pumpkin pie.
Now I love some sweet taters. I even love the sweet tater fries, but sweet tater chips Certain kinds is good, and certain kinds of them's kind of hard. So, depending on how they are, everybody's saying they agree with Freddie.
What
Sue
Freddie
says, I
say?
love sweet potatoes. Same thing you said. Said the doctor
Oh,
told him to eat the sweet potatoes. It was good for him. Said, but Freddie don't like them.
me.
He won't even eat a sweet potato pie. I
I've
mean,
tried them
before.
before by mistake, and they ain't no good.
Yes, Jess, we tried the fried radishes, and I love them. I absolutely
They all right.
love
I mean,
them.
I can eat them, but they still don't taste as good as the potatoes do. It don't matter if they're French fries, cream potatoes,
Well,
baked potatoes.
Papa Rock, we hope you get to feeling better.
Yes, sir.
He said he had eye surgery today and still not feeling 100%. So good night, Papa Rock. We love you and we hope you
Yep.
get to feeling better. Uh, Hold on, I'm trying to find you, Chris, because I see Yellow House. Says, I'm getting a pack of gold stars for your forehead. Pretty soon your face will be covered.
What are you getting gold stars for?
You weenie head. Oh,
I
I'm
didn't mean
sorry.
none.
I didn't mean to call him weenie head.
Oh, you gonna say it 10 more times before you shut up, huh?
I call him that every once in a while, and it just come out before I even thought. But
That's
she's
a whole lot
talking.
better than what she calls me sometimes too.
You lie.
She's mean.
But she's talking to you about doing so good.
Oh, I ain't done good yet.
Believe it or not, I've had one piece of bread in
Oh,
5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 7 or 8. And that's all the carbs that I've had. So I've been doing pretty good.
it ain't been that many
Shaky
days,
said
has it?
covering your face. Yeah. Shaky said covering his face might be a good thing.
That's the reason I keep my beard. And everybody tells me I need to shave it off. I'm like, no, you don't want me to do that.
Desiree, you need to talk to. Oh, I'm sorry. Michelle House, we did. But Desiree, you need to talk to Chris. Chris got some.
Howdy, howdy there, Skinner Farms.
Hello, Josh. Is it? I know it's no carbs, but I think it's cauliflower something or something. She showed us up at her house, but oh my gosh. I know I thought about getting the cauliflower and testing Glenn, but seeing if I could trick him, but I don't know. Yellow house. Tony, you're funny.
What'd he do?
Thing about yoga again.
Oh,
Skinner says, sorry I'm late, just got back from the sale. Well, did you get anything good? Tony, you're
what
funny.
are you trying to buy? I got some cows I'm thinking about selling.
There's actually Shaky multigrain. If you look on the label,
There's a lot of them's worse than the
the
white bread.
sugar in wheat bread or whatever is usually higher in it than it is in the white bread. And that's something I didn't know. But I know they're advertising a thing about healthy something. It's actually supposed to be some healthy bread. Whether it is or whether it ain't, I don't know, because I ain't seen it in stores, hadn't looked. I just seen 2 advertisements on it. And I can't, it's got some man's name on it, and I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, we went to Food Line the other day and was up there, and she told me I need to go over and get that skinny girl. I looked around everywhere and couldn't find her standing nowhere.
We found Skinny Girl.
I never could see her walking around in there nowhere.
He said a new salamander. Went to look at cows, pigs, and looked for a donkey. Chris would be over Chelsea all the time if you got you a donkey.
Mm,
They all went a little high for what they were. Yep.
Well, actually, I know a boy that might have a couple for sale.
Yeah.
I can find out for you if you want me to.
Jess, I seen it. So I'll go back and look again because I'm not sure if that's the one because I know I'm pretty sure I seen yours, but I'm not sure. If it's
Don't.
been a while
Hey,
since you put it out, I
calm
did.
down. You're gonna have everybody confused.
I'm good for that. I
Yeah, I
confuse
know.
myself.
That might be the reason I keep thinking I'm getting old timers disease.
Tony said she's married to a JA.
We all knew that.
But I will go back and look. I know you need to use almond flour, and it's supposed to be okay. But I hadn't never made any. I know almond flour's expensive, but if it tasted really good, I'd spend the money so he could have some. Dave's Killer Bread. I don't know what that means, Shaky. Chris, take Tony outside. He needs to go for a walk. Karen says, I like bread from Ezekiel Bakery. Well, this is supposed to be a new like light bread or loaf bread that's coming out in stores that I've seen the advertisement for, and it's supposed to be healthy. And I can't the I don't know. I'm not going to say, but it's a name, and then it's got healthy bread. So if I see it, I'm going to look at it. And
Juicy Jess is there about keto bread.
yeah, that was what I was talking about when you said calm down. You're getting everybody
Oh,
confused.
well, see, you got me confused. I didn't know what you were talking about.
See, I seen one on keto bread, and I think it was Jess's, but it's
Uh,
been a while.
okay,
So I can't remember if
okay.
it was hers or not.
Shaky saying something there.
Yep, Dave's
Mm,
Killer Bread.
okay.
And I said I didn't know what he was talking about. I ain't heard of Dave's Killer Bread.
I hadn't either.
Is it supposed to be um oh no, it wasn't Dave's Killer Bread. It's like Nathan's healthy bread or something like that. I know it's healthy bread. I don't remember the name, but I'm thinking it may be Nathan's or Nathaniel's healthy
Well,
bread or
hello,
something.
Debbie.
Hello, Debbie. You need to come to the house.
God, I didn't think
I'll
about
look
that. I
for
should have
that.
called her today.
Yep.
Why didn't you remind me of that?
I didn't think. Well, Glenn's sugar, Debbie, got up to 250. So he's been eating no carbs for about 7 days. He's finally got it back down to 144. And so, yeah, we was kind of talking about keto, but wasn't at the same time because Glenn ain't had no carbs in 5 days, right?
I don't know. It's been
It's
plenty
been,
long enough. I need some.
yep. But Debbie, Shirley had her babies today. One of them's doing good and one's not doing good at all. So if you're up for a few more minutes whenever we get off here, if you can give Glenn a call. And Chris says Audi has a very low carb bread. We need to look into that. But that's why you needed to come see us, Miss Debbie. Well, Tony, I'm sure Chris needs to know that. We don't. He said I'm stripping. And Red said, thanks for the mental note, Tony. Debbie said she'll call you.
All righty.
I have to go. Sending much love at Lazy Acres Homestead. We love you too, Jess, and thank you for being in here. We're not going to be on here much
Yeah,
longer
thank you.
because we got to go feed the
Yeah,
baby.
I
So,
got to feed it again. Go back down there and check on Dud and make sure it's still in the dry. And
yeah, and I got to call Alan. Alan's sleepy tonight, and I don't want Alan to drive sleepy. Oh, well, I might have to look into that, Karen. She said Ezekiel bread. She said spelled wrong, but it's made from sprouted grains. And you remember?
I seen something about that one time.
Yep. So we'll have to
I
look
guess
into that.
you grind them up while they're still wet like that, and it already goes to dough, don't
It's smarty pants.
it? I know the
Oh me.
cows and the chickens and stuff. They love that sprouted grain. Pigs.
Chris said she knew she should play music. You know what? Who was it? Oh, when Tony and Chris was live the other night, and he had his baseball hat on, and the way the light was shining down or something, and it was shading his face. I told Glenn, I said, "Look, Tony looks like an Oompa Loompa." He said, "What's a Oompa Loompa?" I said, "The purple man," because Tony's face was purple. It was showing up purple on the computer.
I still don't know about a purple man.
Mary Ranch says, "Sorry I am late. Love you guys. Honey, we love you too, Mary Ranch."
Yes, always, girl.
I was wondering where you was at. But thank you for the $20 super chat, honey.
Yes.
You know you ain't gotta, but we
And
appreciate it.
if any of you in here ain't checked her out, go over and check her channel out. She's making some videos and doing cooking and
She's got some of
showing
the
her
prettiest little
she
miniature horses. I love her little horses.
she's got some horses that toddlers can ride.
Yeah, they can get on them themselves.
Yeah,
I just
I
want to
think my
pet
hobby
them.
horse is a whole lot taller than what them are.
I just want to pet them and love on them. They just look so cute. I mean, they look like they're just looking at you saying, "Come pet me, come pet me. I need a hug." Because they just so cute.
Yeah, they about as wide as they are tall.
Uh-huh. I was trying to remember what she named them, and I still can't remember. And I thought of the one on the second one she showed. I thought of it the other day, and it's left me. But I love
I
hers.
can't remember.
Tony said he rode a horse yesterday. Karen says, "Glenn, you're funny." Said Chunky Monkey. That's
That's
right.
right,
Chunky
monkey.
Monkey. And they are. They're just so pretty.
I was
So
thinking it
pretty.
was something about chunky or chubby or something, but I couldn't remember.
Yep, Debbie, you need to check her channel out. You'd love her horses.
Yeah, yeah, you always did. Y'all always did like them paints.
Uh-huh. Well, hers is supposed to be a Tennessee Walker, ain't
It's still paint, black and white.
it?
So I
Yeah.
figure it's paint.
But she does. She got some pretty horses, Debbie.
Yep.
Y'all would get along good. She does a lot of stuff with kids. Tony, you just won't do, buddy. Oh me. Debbie says I will check it out. You'll like her. I know she sent me a picture of some food several times, and I kept telling her you need to start a channel because she does so much good for kids and this, that, and the other. And I told her, I said, people would absolutely love to see what you do. And finally, we got her talked into it. So, and I've even told Debbie she ought to start one. She's got plenty of babies up there a lot of people would like to see.
Mm-hmm.
Especially her training her dog. Debbie, people would love to see how you train your dog. Yes, Tony, we love you.
I don't have to say that. We're blood. Literally.
Yeah, you are.
We are. We're blood cousins.
Yeah.
Mm.
But he said you love me. You know we do. Freddie says good night and God bless everyone.
Well, good night. Thank you for being here.
Shaky, you hit the nail on the head. Just call him Spike. Says Tony. Lost it. You're like Gizmo, cute and lovable with a little gremlin inside. And Tony, you do. Chris is very beautiful, inside and out. Oh, she said her dog's doing good with the goats. He can move them around when I need him to. That's just awesome. But you really should. You should do videos on
Yeah.
on training him. People would absolutely love that.
Just took Coco up there and let her train him. I don't
Yeah.
have time. Fool with him.
Oh no, Mary Rachel's been sick. They've been sick with pneumonia, feeling a little bit better.
Well, girl, we hope you get better real soon.
Yes, we do. I know that last video that you done. I know you said it was because of the cold, but I could just tell you was having trouble. You was fighting hard, girl. But I'm glad you're feeling better. What's OOF?
Huh?
Red, what's OOF? I'm just lost. You know me and my abbreviations? Because she's telling Mary she hopes she gets better really soon.
Uh-huh. I don't know. On these ladders, there's a lot of things it could be.
Unless it's just really
Over
oof.
an outfield or something, I guess.
Fred, are you over in outfield? But it may be oof.
Okay.
But I figured it was an abbreviation.
That's what I figured too, but I don't know.
Oh, my
That's what
phone's
you
getting
get when
ready
you
to
get a
die.
damn country boy.
Tony says, hey, it's close to 12. I can't get wet or eat after 12. You remember the gremlins? If I got wet, they
Oh,
split.
oh. Yeah, we don't need you doing that. We don't need two of you.
No, Chris put him under a tarp and tied down so he can't get out and get wet.
Yep.
Did y'all see it snowing earlier? Probably about the time y'all got off of the video. She said it's not like BYOG.
Okay.
You remember?
Oh.
You's gonna bring a girl and that's gonna bring a goat.
Oh.
Oh man. But Red, you'd absolutely love goats, honest. They're not as bad as people, they're not as hard to raise as I thought. Cause I told Glenn, I said, if they get sick so much, I just don't think I can handle that. But
And which we do have a person, if we can remember to call her, that's real knowledgeable with them.
she's a goat guru.
And
She's had them for years.
uh-huh. She's
Red
the one that
says,
sold me mine.
yeah.
But
Red,
today I didn't think, hey, I need to call her about this.
oh, that's that soap. I was like, are you wearing perfume? And what did you really do when you went down yonder to check on that baby
I'll
goat?
never tell.
But I ain't had time to put my soap in the bathroom. That's it. That's what I was smelling. Can you smell it yet?
Yeah, it's still
Okay.
perfect for me. I don't remember what you were saying the other day it smelled like, but all I smell is perfume.
I don't remember. Clean. Red said a goat roo roo. Debbie said ha ha ha.
Mm.
She really is. She's really a goat guru. But Red said she still laughed about that. Bring her own goat. And yes, Shaky, we all need to be praying for Mary Ranch.
Yep.
And everybody needs to remember to pray for Michelle too. She's just, her breathing's just not been doing good from the fungolitis. I mean, it's been bad. Davy said, are you sure that's perfume you're smelling?
I hope so. It's
Trust
soap.
me, if he done the other, I wouldn't be sitting here going. I'd be saying, "All right, you guys, we're gonna have to
That's if you do it.
go." No, that's if you do
No, that's if you do it. I done fell over.
it. Oh me. Well, Red, we don't care helping you out with them. With what we know, ours has been. I need wood. Knock on wood. Sorry, that ain't wood. But
Close
ours is
enough.
ours is really
It's full of
being
sawdust.
ours has really been easy, and it may be because we got them from somebody who took really good care of them.
Yeah, now that makes a big difference too. If you get a good, healthy one to start with, it's going to be easier.
And that's something that Debbie and Lonnie have always, with all their animals, not just goats, but their horses, everything, they've always kept them very healthy. And that's one reason whenever Debbie told us she was going to sell some, I wanted to go get them from her because I knew she took care of them. And we just really hadn't had any problems out of ours. Thank you, Debbie, and thank you, dear Lord. So, what?
Michael said we needed adult supervision. That's bad when a teenager telling you that, ain't it?
Exactly. Glenn, Chris says you look furry. Does that mean he needs a good petting? I think he needs
It
a
gets
good cutting.
if it gets long enough, I can pull it up over my whole face.
So thank you for being in here. You have a good night. God bless you, and you have a safe weekend and a great next week.
Which between my hair and my beard, I probably could about make them meet. I look like it then, wouldn't I?
Yeah. And that's something that I think it was Arm's family was talking about goats, and he said, there's a misconception about goats that goats would eat anything,
Hey, a lot of them said that.
and they really don't. I mean,
I guess if they're hungry enough, they'd probably
well,
eat
that's
more.
probably the same with any of
Uh
us,
huh.
but we've not had any problems, and the
I mean, I have
pasture.
to make sure I keep my feed and stuff put to where if they get loose, because now
They'll
they
eat
might hurt
feed
themselves.
anytime, all day long if they could get it.
They'd probably hurt themselves if they got to eat.
But now we've got houses on like pasture lines here. There's road runs here, and there's houses here and houses here. And when we have bad storms or the wind blows hard, there's stuff always blowing in the pasture because I always pick stuff up down there. And I mean, I found anything from like
Water bottles
stuffing
and
to plastic to paper. And if they eat it, they didn't show any signs and they wasn't paying it no attention when I was there. We'll put it like that.
well, I've got stuff up out of there that I know was probably in there for several hours and they hadn't messed with.
Yep. And they do love eating poison ivy, but that don't hurt a goat.
No.
CJM Farm says hello, just popped by before I went to sleep. Just come over to support. Thank you so much,
Yes,
CJM.
thank you.
We appreciate it. Davy said Michael said Glenn looks like popcorn Sutton. He's been accused of making moonshine.
Yeah, there's a lot of people keeps telling me I know how to do it, but I have no clue.
Because his grandpa made it and was jailed for it and everything
Yeah, but after
else.
that he wouldn't pass the information on down.
Yeah, Shaky, a goat can eat wild cherry leaves as long as they're
They're green.
green. But as soon
Same
as
with a
they,
cow.
yep, cow, anything.
If they get knocked down and get wilted, tree breaks, limb breaks, or whatever, and the leaves starts wilting and they eat them, it'll kill them.
Cyanide. But I think after they're completely brown,
Yeah, if
it's
they yeah.
okay. So either
Once they're
green or
really dried,
completely dry. Yeah.
it's when they're in that what is it they
Wilton
call that?
stage.
Yeah, but they got a different name.
I
They
don't
call
know
it
no scientific names.
oh God, I can't think of it now. But yeah, it's in the wilting stage. But
But yeah,
I've heard it called something, but I can't remember what it was.
that's bad on all grazing animals.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I reckon the cyanide in it goes up deathly high. Oops. I just cut y'all off. Let's see if it, yep, it went back to it. Let me do that too, don't
Uh huh.
I? Red above you said, hello at CJM Farms. Red says, LOL, I can see Travis and Matt trying to carry the goats into their homes for the night, like Travis had to for the chickens. I'm telling
Hey,
you.
mine, I wouldn't have to worry about carrying them. Only thing I got to do is just open the gate up and say, "Come on," and they'll follow me wherever I go.
Shoot, we just let ours out.
Yeah,
And they'll go eat, do whatever, and as soon as Glenn neighs at them, most time they'll come back.
yeah, I can start hollering at them and they'll come right back to me.
I told Glenn he was the leader nanny goat.
Hmm.
Because he does a real high pitch, nah!
And they'll come running.
They will. CJ Farms, thank you. God bless y'all, and y'all have a good night. Thank you for coming by.
Yes, you're always welcome here.
You're right, Tony. It can. Well, guys, it's after 11 o'clock. And I know we've been on here. Oh, and CJM Farm says, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up.
Well, thank you.
Yes. But we're going to get off here because it's time to go feed the baby.
Yeah, and I still got to go back down the backside of the farm and check them that other again.
Yep.
It's gonna be a long night.
Yep. But Debbie, as soon as you can, give us a holler. And everybody else, thank you for being in here. We had a lot of fun. We always have fun with y'all. God bless each and every one of you, and we love each and every one of y'all. Y'all are dear to our hearts.
Yep, y'all family.
Yep. So, on that note, everybody have a wonderful weekend and a very good week next week. We'll see you next Friday. Bye.
Bye.